Okay, good morning, class.
Morning, teacher.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, good morning, teacher.
Eduardo,
Hi,
Lady,
teacher.
Jose.
Hi.
Good morning.
Hello, Julian.
Flash.
Hello, Nashby, Germán, Luisa. Good morning, Julio. Luisa Leida, Jennifer. Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, teacher.
Okay, thank you very much. So we are going to start our English class. But first, you need to accept the recording of this session. So write in the chat that you accept the recording of this session, please.
Pronunciation, the
Write in the chat that you accept the recording of this session. So you have to write okay or I accept. Thank you. Check the chat. Thank you, Karen. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, Lina. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. Thank you. So we are going to start our English class. I'm going to share my screen. Thank you. Give me a second. Give me a second. Thank you. Okay, give me a second because I have a problem with my platform, right? Okay, perfect. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, teacher.
So we are going to start the unit 1.4, comma, in a hotel. And this is the agenda for today. First, we are going to talk about the unit 1.4 in a hotel, and we have our oral presentation. Don't forget the unit that you have to work. Don't forget the activities that you have to work. Don't forget the videos that you have to watch. Don't forget the games, please. And talking about the oral presentation that we have for today, okay, the collaborative project oral presentation, my pen Paul, we are going to divide into groups, okay? Groups A, B, C, D, and E from 7, okay, to 7:45. And groups F, G, H, I, and J from 7:45 to 8:30. Okay? Is clear that?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So we are going to start with the first group. Okay? A, B, C, D, and E. Group A, are you ready? Group A?
Yes, sir.
Group A? Okay, perfect. Group B, are you ready? Group B?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect. Group C, are you ready?
Okay, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Perfect. Group D, are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Perfect. Okay, and Group E, are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Perfect. Okay, so this is the time. We are gonna start in this moment. Okay, and in our second part of the class, we have F, G, H, I, and J. Okay, let's start with the Group A. Group A, ready?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's start.
I can share my screen? Or
Yeah,
only
that's the idea.
speak?
That's the idea. No. The idea is that you have the possibility to share your screen, right?
Okay, teacher. 1 second, please.
Don't worry. Okay. Don't forget the presentation is like between 5 and 7 minutes, no more.
Good morning. You can see my screen?
Yes. Yes, Eduardo.
Okay, thank you. Entonces, good morning, teacher. Good morning.
Eduardo?
What? Okay. Good morning,
Good
classmate.
morning.
I have a group A. The group A is Lady Zambrano, Eduardo Alonso y olvidé el nombre de la chica.
Sofía.
Sofía. Sorry. I am Eduardo Alonso from Brazil. From Brazil. I can speak about my the places visit in Brazil. Okay.
Okay, let's start.
Okay, teacher. I have visited Fernand de Noronha. Is an archipelago in Brazil. It's a self-tip of one volcanic formation and is route for water that have a nice turquoise color. And I have visited Bahia Porto Seguro. There you can find sunny days in Haug beaches. And the finish or the other place visit is Cristo Redentor, Chris de Redeemer. In Portugal. It's the most common place and the representative one, Rio de Janeiro. Lady.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I from France. I have visited in France the Notre Dame Cathedral. It's a nice place. I have visited the Ors Museum. This is a beautiful and comfortable place. I have visited the Jardines Tuileries. It's the most beautiful place in district in one France. The custom brand cultural, the custom France on weekend to devote on social life. The French is breakfast around 7:13 o'clock in the morning, have lunch and no, and have dinner at 7 at night. In France, it's very important to respect its family meals, special dinner.
Okay, lady, thank you.
Teacher, Sophia is the other participant because I don't know, I don't know if being in this class.
Sofía no se ha podido conectar. Tiene creo que problemas para conectarse.
Okay. Eduardo and Sophia, did you finish the presentation? Lady, so I don't know what
Lady.
happened. Lady.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Okay, well, thank you. I think that it was okay. As always, we have to continue practicing pronunciation, check the vocabulary, check grammar, okay? But I think that in general, it was okay, okay? So this is my recommendation, my feedback. Continue practicing vocabulary, speaking, okay? Day by day, learning new vocabulary, new expressions. Thank you.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Okay, teacher.
Perfect. So let's continue with our group V. Group V, are you ready? Group B?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect.
What?
Thank you. So let's start. Eduardo and Lady, if you want to finish the class in this moment, you can do it, okay? Because I'm going to continue with this activity.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Yes? Okay. So bye-bye. See you next
See you.
class.
See
Bye-bye.
you. Have a good
Thank
day.
you. Thank you very much, Eduardo and Lady. Okay, so let's continue with the group V.
¿Ya pueden ver la pantalla, profe?
Yes.
Okay. Hello. My name is Lisette Mungi. My group is B. My country is France. Place 1 is the Torre Eiffel Tower. is an iron construction. The 300 meters height that was created for the Universal Exhibition of Paris in the 1889. Place 2 is Palombaya, with shallow waters ideal for children. Visited by the most tropical climate in France. We strolling show is white sand with Antine's George Golden and Blaze Tree, Walt Disney Studios Park, in a resort famous for its theme parks and numerous hotels. Tony Studios is visited on the classic charts from Disney and Pixar animated films. Okay, France, shaking hands, one. They do not accept the less greeting than 20 minutes. Two is it is as important that you bear in mind that some friends do not ask if they are not shopping in France. And three, what you need to cannot avoid friends is that tips are not only left in the bars, coffees, but also hotels, receptions, taxi drivers, cinemas, hoarders, etc. Rules in France. 1. Don't reflect your cup. Wait for 10 to serve you. 2. Saying hello with kisses can smell a bit hot. A good hat and kids your scansen on both kids without making count. And 3. When you meet a group of friends, great heads one individual or saying hello to everyone in general. And has a group with it about point 6. Reason with the important to learn English. We have to learn English because it allows it to communicate in the universal language. It will have with the opportunity to make to close ties with the people who do not speak our language, and also we will be have to continue the culture. It also becomes a necessity for your professional life, since it will open you more doors at the labor level. Continue, Karen.
Hello,
Karen.
teacher.
Good morning, Karen.
Digo, visit in your country, Japan. Visit place 1. Visit Nara Park. In this place is the Daihin temple. Go see a study dedicated to the great Buddha is the main attraction. Place 2. Interesting place in Japan is the Asakusa neighborhood. Its charm lies in the fact that it perfectly blends modernity with the traditional world of the country. Place 3. Tokyo Tower is one of the most visited tourist destinations in Japan, inspired by the famous Eiffel Tower in Paris and inaugurated. You should not wear choice inside a house. 1. Don't tip. Tipping is not a tradition in Japan's culture. Two, in Japan, they have a good habit of while stacking of their choice and the entrance of the house. Tier, tier, no, three, smoking in the string what is very serious and could to a penalty is smoking in the stream. And rules in Japan, it is forbidden to visit sounds and pools for those who have tattoos. Two, it is forbidden a dance in the club. Three, finish with, without a license is prohibited. Mm, As were the following question. Eh, Karen has been learning English at years 8 in college. El number 5, grade a list of 5 activities your group has done to learn English. Entonces, one, we handle the Duolingo application. We play video games on platforms. Do we have watched English speaking movies with closed captions in English? Listen to music. We have memory games. Continúa Silvia. A Julia. Julia, vas tú.
Julia. Julia Marina Cruz.
No está.
No? Okay, so, well, the time is over and I have to continue, right? Karen and Lisette, thank you very much.
Thank
Okay.
you, teacher.
Okay,
Thank you, teacher.
good. So let's continue. C, are you ready? Group C?
Hi, teacher.
Hello, are you ready?
Hello. Yes. One moment. And I the spring.
Okay, I'm going to share.
The blow is mine of Joan Quevedo, Estefania Murcia, and Jose William speaking. Yes. Mm, um,
Okay, Jose, perfect. I can see your screen. Yes, I can see your screen. Yes, let's start.
Okay, okay. Continúan, Joan Quevedo.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, let's start.
I'm Frank Joe call visit. I had visit the Louvre Museum. I had visit Paris. I had visit the coast of Madeleine. You slow to strings and very string hands. Don't fraud. Do aus your knife while eating. Don't smell and lose your man it as before. Thank you pictures in an store. We is it important to learn English? As long learn English, we manage foreign companies are allowing for people to count the language. Um, we have seen magazines and publication in English trying to read and understand in order to trials. I have been learning English for a year. Continue. Um,
Estefania.
Estefania, continue, Estefania, please.
Estefania Musa.
Morning.
I am 26 years old, and in Japan, you go visit. I have visited the Agogashima volcano. Also, I have visited Shikoku Island too. And I could visit the Masumoto Castle this year. If you are in Japan, you should know this. You should greet them you good and hug. Josh should greet then you handshake. Also, you should use should inside a house. I have been learning English for a year. Gui, is it important to learn English? So seek to specialize in our countries, and it is important to speak in English. Activity to learn English. We have listened to our favorite music in English. We have a conversation in English to import our pronunciation.
Continue.
Yes.
Yes. The country of Brazil corresponds to me. My name is Jose William Venegas Arevalo. My age is 57 years old. In visit, you call visit, is important to piece pan de azúcar. Is in mountains, there's 300 on minutes matter tall. Yes. All visit local Marañón National Park. A place with dunes and blue lagoons, see? Lagoons. And the water, Iguazú Falls. Maravilloso. If you go to residence, I recommend this. It is advisable not to comment on football and Super Argentina. Tradition to don't okay with the hand, with one. Don't brag about your wet hair. I have to learn English of the year in Italy with an only course and now a university. Activities to learn English. I learned common English words, pronounce them, write them, and memory them. For example, um, for example, pet, pencil, marker, cards. Listen to comparison, pencil, bed, marker, no listen, no flower, cats, cat, lamp, windows, chair, no door, not table. Yes. And learn the regular path and tense write them down and listen and memory 10 5 to 10 and die. Yes. For the group is important to learn English because it is a door for New York opportunities. Eso es todo, profe. ¿Me escucha? Yes. Teacher.
Yes, tell me.
Finish.
Yes, thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Joanne, Estefania, and Jose. Don't forget, like a feedback, you have to continue practicing pronunciation, okay? Check the vocabulary, check grammar, study day by day, okay? We are learning and we're in a process, but we have to continue learning, okay? Thank you, Joanne, Estefania, and Jose. Okay. So let's continue. Group D, are you ready?
Yes, teacher. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Okay.
Good morning,
Let's
class.
start. Group D, good morning.
Good morning, teacher. Good morning, class. The group
morning.
is D, confirm meet. B, Jennifer Patricia León, José Germán Gaona. And we speak to Team Lady Bustos. I am from France. Tourist place I have visited. Country France, place 1, Louvre Museum, place 2, Palace of Versailles, place 3, Eiffel Tower. Cultural rules. 1, you can leave tips in the establishment. 2, eat it. is private, is tourist neighborhood. 3, it is inappropriate to look at people for a long time at a meal. How long have you been learning English? People from France answer, we have been learning English from 2 years ago. Write a list of 5 activities your group. We have listened to music in English. We have seen music videos in English with subtitles. We have read texts in English. We want to learn English because it is essential when it comes to finding a job. English will help us access to a better education. Our job opportunities will multiply as soon as we master the language, both in government areas and in multinational companies.
Welcome to Japan. Tourist place I have visited in Japan. In Japan, place 1 is Tokyo Tower, place 2, Mount Fuji, place 3, Nara Park. The tradition foreigners should keep in mind when visiting your country. In Japan, you always receive 2 hands. In Japan, you enter the bathroom totally clean. In Japan, do not bother geishas and maikos. German, excuse me, write at least 5 activities your group has done to learning English. German, I've been learning with Duolingo. We have, excuse me, we have made crosswords and search for words. We want to learning English because it's the universal language in therefore in general is to communicate in most countries. In Japan, the second language is English. Thank you very much.
Profe, qué pena, la compañera Jennifer Patricia no se pudo conectar por cuestiones laborales. A ella le correspondía el país de Brasil.
Okay. So here we have Lady and Jose. Yes?
Yes, teacher. Lady Tatiana y José Germán.
Thank you. Okay. It was a good presentation. Okay. It was short, but it was okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jose. Thank you, Lady. Okay. Let's continue. Let's continue with Group E. Are you ready? Group E. Group E. Ready?
Yes, mister.
Okay, so let's start.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, hello, good morning.
Somos el grupo E. Ya voy a compartir. Continue, Darío.
Good morning, my pen pal. This is for Diana Díaz, Carolina Cruz y Darío B.
Write 3 tourist places you have visited in your country, France. Place 1, Orsay Museum. Place 2, Euro Disney. Y place 3, Eiffel Tower.
Japan, Miyajima Island, Osaka Castle y Yoshino Mount.
Brasil, Río de Janeiro, Manaus, Bucios.
In France, greet the person accompanying the greeting with the banner name. The national holiday is celebrated on July 14 in memory of the storming of the Bastille in 1789, which marked the end of the monarchy in France and the beginning of the contemporary age. They have schedules in the restaurant which are from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. and they reopen at 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Continue.
Hello. Brazil, the most popular carnival is the one celebrated in Rio de Janeiro. For the festival, there are 4 days with stopping. Music, dances, and the partying are important, but stopping that is the much more important is soccer. Samba is and the strong rhythm where they use percussion instrument and it becomes reality contagious.
Japan, take off your shoes and put on slippers when you enter a place. If you are invited to a house, it is necessary to bring a gift. Eating while walking down the street is frowned upon. I have been learning English for the last 2 months. It is a very beautiful language, but it has been difficult for me to learn some verbs. I want to learn this language and achieve good communication with other people, and it is a project that I am going to finish.
Pilpan from Brazil and were and 1 year. For 1 year and a half been learning English in a hit school. It is a very beautiful experience. I like to listen to the music of the woods and the roses and the learning English. My and the joys the This for this music grund music more.
Pen pal from France answered, 2 years. I have been at university studying language for 2 years. I am very happy since I have teachers who have taught me to be confident when I speak English. Learning this language is very important since I work at the airport where I have to have a fluent conversation with the passenger. In the future. I want to settle in a country where I have to speak English. Write at least 4 activities your group has done to learn English. Bueno, we have watched movies in English. We also visit main shopping centers where we watch movies in English. Playing the university platform games, we also play in different tournaments in which we practice our English. Listening to music in English has helped us a lot. We keep this music on our cell phone, so we can listen to it many times.
We practice a lot of vocabulary with the modules made in the introductory level of the course. We also read books in the English to learn much more. We switch to the English language. On the cell phone, we also change the language of the TV and on the computer in our homes. We listen to music with the English subtitles. We like to listen to music on YouTube, since there we find and kinds of music in English.
As a group, write about the reason why it's important for you to learn English. It is important to learn English since this language why as hope opportunities but national and international. It also helps as communication in another country that use this language. Now other cultures is I dread that many of us have pending to realize, and this experience will be more pleasant if we know this language. In addition, learning another language make people become more intellectual. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, thank you very much, Dario, Diana, and Karina. I think that it was a good presentation. You have to continue practicing pronunciation, grammar, learning new vocabulary, new expressions, but I think that in general it was okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr.
Okay, let's continue with, wait a minute. Okay, we're finished with the first group, A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, so if you want to finish the class in this moment, you can do it. Don't worry, no problem. Let's continue with the group F.
Yes,
Group
teacher.
F. Are you ready?
Of course.
Okay, very good. So let's start group F.
Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, good morning to everyone. My group is Laura Natalie Ramirez Guaman, Karen Melissa Franco Otero, and
Me, Lina Caterina Saavedra Díaz. Sorry, please wait a minute. Today, Laura is Agnes Baudin from France. Karen is from Japan, and she is Akina Yoshida. And me, I am from Brazil, and my name is Sara Oliveira. Okay. Agnes' age is 22 years old. Akina age is 28 years old. And my age, I am 24 years old.
Okay, in France, I have visited the Louvre Museum, the Palace of Versailles, and Provence.
In Japan, I have visited the Mount Fuji, the island shrine of Itsukushima, and the Osaka Castle.
Okay, and in Brazil, I had visited Cristo Redentor, the Copacabana, and the Iguazu Falls. Now we're going to cultural rules.
The first in France, try to speak our language. We appreciate that visitors to try to speak our language, even if they don't do it correctly. Into in public place you should keep your voice very low so as not to disturb the rest of the people who are in the place. Remember, don't raise your voice. 3. You should always notify before visiting.
In Japan, number 1. It is rude to blow your nose in public, especially if you make a lot of noise or very noticeable gestures. 2. If you meet with Japanese friend, you will have to bring the small gift. In the same way, you will receive one. 3. Stick the chopstick in the bowl of rice. Never. It is a funeral ritual. So your own very bad taste to reproduction in the table. You can leave the chopstick at the bowl or, better yet, on the topic rested.
In Brazil, 1. To greet each other, the number of kisses given depends on the area where we are. And the second, don't ever lose your command. If you lose the command, you almost go to jail. As you order, they write you down and then go to the checkout and then when you leave the site. And the third one, you can talk even quietly on the phone when you're on the bank. How long have you been learning English?
Friends, I have also been learning English since I entered the university to study my undergraduate degree.
Japan, I have been learning English since I entered the university to study my undergrad degree.
In Brazil, I have been learning English since 2016 in a specialist institute for this language. Activities we do to learn English.
We carry out the activities of the virtual classroom. We listen recommended music in English. When we do not understand a topic, we watch videos in English that clarify our doubts.
We have tried to watch movies in English with English subtitles. It has been the most difficult. In our group chat, we sometimes use expression in English.
Okay, reasons why learning English is important to us. We want to learn English because apart from the fact that it's a universal language, it opens important doors in any work environment. Now, at time, it to our professions as teachers, this language becomes a complement to our class. And that's all, teacher.
Okay, thank you very much. Congratulations. It was a good presentation. Laura, Karen, and Lina. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, very good.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you very much. Okay,
Goodbye.
thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay. G, are you ready?
Yes,
Group G?
teacher. Sí.
Okay. Perfect. Let's start. Group G.
Teacher, ahí se ve el documento.
Give me a second. Yes. Luisa, Gabriela, and Raúl.
Yes, teacher. Hello, teacher. Good morning. My group is G. My name is Gabriela Isabel Otero Martinez. Brazil is famous for its views Copacabana and Ipanema Beach, along with its and Raucous Carnival Festival with theater flows, its costumes and samba dance and music. Some of the tourist places are Cristo Redentor, Pan de Azúcar, and Copacabana. My pen pal from Brazil answered along before entering the university. I started studying English. Write a list of 5 activities your group has done to learn English. We have been listening to music in English. We have been watching movies in English. We have been practicing English through conversations. We have learning English through applications. We have been playing games in English. As a group, write about the reasons with it is important for you to learn English. As a group, we consider that is very important to learn the English language because it gives us opportunities, work, we will have better access to education, information. Also, it will allow us to canon new cultures and
travel around the world.
Good morning, class. Good morning, friends. My name is Raúl
Morning.
Fuentes. My country is France. The tourist place in the country is Eiffel Tower. También. I from is France, the land from the country of love. If you want to visit the country, will find the most famous place, the Every Tower, Eiffel Tower. The most important rivers are the Seine and the Rhine. Its capital is Paris. The language is spoken French, the language of love. The most famous of the destinations in the world, according to the World Tourist Organization, the most practiced sport in France is soccer, and most important figure is Michel Platini. Mm, of activity the your group has on learn English. We have been we listen to music in English. We have been watching movies in English. We have been practice English during conversation. You have learned English on application. We have been playing games in English. I will consider that it's very important to learn the English language because I got gives of opportunity where we will have better access to education information. Also, it is will allow us to know new cultures and to travel around the world. This is the finish of the presentation.
Okay. We have Raúl and Gabriela. What about Luisa?
Profe, Luisa está incapacitada, está pues enferma desde el lunes, tuvo una calamidad pues, médica. Entonces, no creo que va a estar yo creo que esta y la otra semana.
Okay. Thank you. And in this group, we have a situation. You didn't upload the document, right? I'm going to say this part in Spanish. No cargaron el documento, ¿no? Que también es importante que lo tengan en cuenta.
Profe, sí lo cargué. De hecho, no, pues revisa. De pronto no se ve reflejado, pero yo le saqué un pantallazo de donde se ve la como cuando,
sí,
cuando se carga.
Revisa la plataforma porque no me aparece cargado, me aparece con retraso. ¿Listo?
Si quieres, Gabriela, puedes compartir el pantallazo que te envían anoche.
Si quieres, al finalizar la sesión, me esperan un momento y charlamos de eso.
Vale, vale, profe.
Okay. Let's continue. Okay. H, are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Perfect. So let's start. Let's start. Okay, let's start. Group H.
Teacher, estoy compartiendo. No sé si
Okay.
ya ven la presentación.
Yes, Nashby, Luisa, and Mariluz. Let's start.
Good morning. Group H. Names,
Pero, ¿qué más?
Nashby Fajardo.
¿Quiere escuchar inglés? Mira.
Please.
Venga, vale, ¿qué hago?
Raúl, please turn your microphone.
Qué pena, ya quito el...
Thank you. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's continue.
Okay. Group H. Names, Nashby Fajardo with the country France. Luisa Huertas with the country Japan. Mariluz Vargas with the country Brazil. Age 31 years, 24 years, 31 years. France. She has visited Palace of Versailles. She has visited Louvre Museum. She has visited Art of Triumph. Japan. She has visited the Blue Palm. She has visited Shikoku Island. She has visited Nash Waterfall. Brazil. I had visited the amazing statue of Christ the Redeemer. I had visited Sugarloaf. I had visited Copacabana.
Good morning. Now it is very important you know the Faux Pass in these countries. For example, in Japan, you should not sit cross-legged. Two, you should remove your shoes before entering the house, and you should not smoke in non-authorized places. In Brazil, you should call to strangers by their nickname, and you should take more than one shower in the day, and you should not the OK gesture with your hand. In France, you should not leave a tip and stop looking at the ground, sorry, and miss the trains on time.
How long have you been learning English? Painpal from Japan answered, she has been learning English for 6 months. Painpal from Brazil answered, she has been learning English for 2 years. Painpal from France answered, I have been learning English for 6 months. Activities. We have been listening to English music of Coldplay, Bruno Mars, etc. We have been watching English speaking series on Netflix with subtitles. We have listened to podcasts about English. We have seen videos on YouTube about lessons and structures of English. We have read books in English.
The reasons why it is important for learn English. We want to learn English because it is very important for our educational process. In addition to the work environment, to be able to meet people from other countries and work or study abroad. Thank you.
Okay, did you finish?
Yes,
Luisa, okay. Thank you very much. Good.
Thank you.
Let's continue. Let's continue with Group I, ready? Group I.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Group I. Let's start.
Okay. Wait a minute, please.
Okay, don't worry, Julio.
Do you see my screen?
Yes, Cindy, Julio, and Jose.
Okay, good morning, teacher. Good morning, class. We are Cindy, Julio, and Jose. I have 30 years old. I'm from Japan, Cindy from French, and Jose from Brazil. I'm gonna tell you about some places that I have visited in Japan. Okay, I have visited the famous Shibuya crossing. I have been to Naoshima. It's a small island in the Seto Island in sea that is part for that is a part of Kanagawa Prefecture. I enjoyed a lot when I was in Asakusa. This area of Tokyo is known about of for being the main cultural area of the city. Okay, um, this is Shibuya, Naoshima, and Asakusa. I'm gonna tell you some cultural rules that you need to know about this country. Okay, a bowing. Bowing for tourists, a simple bow of the head or a tempered bow with the body slightly bent forward will suffice. Yes, second, there is not a problem with making noises, with eating or slurping the noodles. In fact, making noises while having ramen noodle soup is seen of good manners to show that you are enjoying your food. And depending on the restaurant chosen, you may need to use a chopstick. Yes, if if for some reason you are not using eating with them, try to learn before going throughout immigration. It's not hard that as it looks. I have been learning English for about 4 months, and I want to say you some activities that we use to practice this language. Okay, we have been listening to many songs in English, and we have some movies in English without subtitles, and so we practice. We have created and small conversations and to improve our communication. In the evenings, we have some somewhat simple songs and then some complex. We have also formulated a daily word. Yes, we write it in the wall for create a dictionary. Okay, continue. Cindy, please.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, Cindy.
My name is Cindy. I am from France. I had visited the Capitolio of Toulouse. Its construction was initiated by the local authorities of the city in 1190 with the objective of establish and headquarters for the municipal and legislative power. And number two, I had visited the Louvre Museum at 12th century fortress that was enlarged and renovated on various occasions. In 1989, a glass pyramid was built, breaking the monotony of the layers gray blocks of the museum. In number 3, I have visited Notre Dame Cathedral. It is one of the oldest Gothic cathedrals in the world. And traditions should keep in mind when visit your country, friends. Number 1 is you should know that is this country the weekends are dedicated to social life. And number 2, we appreciate that visitors try to speak our language, even if that is correct. In number 3, in public, we speak in a loud voice so as not to disturb the rest or the people in the place. Remember, don't raise your voice. Continúa compañero José.
Okay, Jose.
Good morning, teacher.
Morning, Jose.
Good morning, classmate. My name is Jose Andres Rodriguez Alvarez. I visited Brazil. I have visited the Bay of Porto Seguro. It's a city with old buildings but with modern services. I have visited the Christ the Redeemer. This monument is located on curved hill in Rio de Janeiro. I have visited the Marigogi town. This is a beautiful town to visit, and it is away from mass tourists. Um, Aquí se encuentran las imágenes de Bay of Porto Seguro, Chris the Redeemer, and Marigogi town. Cultural roads and traditions in Brazil. Remember, do you take macumba from the ground? Is referred on candles that you can usually see laying on the ground anywhere in the city. Um, the truth about this, it is the word macumba is used to tell about a cult from Africa that came to Brazil along with she, she slave during colonialism, and it is related to religious practice such as Cambodia. Regálame un momento, teacher. Consider the high crime. One moment, teacher, please.
Okay.
Considering the high crime rate in the main city of Brazil, you should careful displaying smartphones, watches, digital cameras, and other computer objects. Since science is a very common that tourists what do not take with their objects or victims or chef, where you can even lose travel documents. Although its own country is normal handles to make a circle with your thumb and finger in Brazil is have with different meanings. And this radar classified is very offensive. The refer the world problems with a Brazilian and Jay Fury. Remember, do you know not use it gesture to any reason? The non it is accepted and well received. So keep in mind when you went to make prisons. Uh, y as girl right, y el séptimo punto es, as girl right about the reasons the important to learn English. Learning English is a part is important to because it allows us to know different style of life, cultures, among others. We can also access better education without limiting ourselves by language. Access to job offers abroad, and, and why not? Go on vacation to incredible place is important because this language is universal and allows us to communicate in almost any place of the world, which helps us now new people and start out in our studies socially and world. Ready, teacher.
Okay, thank you very much. And we'll finish with the group. Jay, are you ready?
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning. Let's start, please.
Okay. Ay, no, espérame. Ya te comparto, profe.
Okay.
¿Están viendo mi pantalla?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Good morning, teacher.
Morning.
Pues sí. Bueno, mi nombre es Luzaite Martínez. Estoy con mis compañeras Nancy Julie Castillo y Jennifer Viviana Molina. France. I visit the Arc de Triomphe, which is one of the most famous symbols of Paris. Together with my family, I visit the Palace of Versailles, a plaque with a great arch with more than 800 hectares of ground. On of the most beautiful place to visit in Paris is the Notre Dame Cathedral, the Cathedral, the Cathedral to the Virgin Mary. You study hello the strong be strong shaking and when kids are dedicated to social life visits are then never might with at prior notes. In the smallest place, the center of social gathering is usually the coffee, pardon. Although the main thing is still family life. In public place, the French speak very kind so as not to
distribute the rest of the people in the place.
Thank you. Good morning, teacher. Good morning, my friends.
Good morning.
Please one, Chikni Huku, tens liabilities, Neiku Bokhut in Tokyo. Place 2, Ankihabar 10 mods reconnects Neiko book of technology in these lands, then create of manga in other help train. Please trip on Odabai in artistic Island in Tokyo by take job with hip moxin shopping hub monk restaurant bars in Tokyo pit. Contents home happen. 1. Walking your knocks in public is rude. 2. Hunted with on hot string is forking home. 3. Here you are invites of visits and him. Continue.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning.
Bueno, en Brasil. Entonces, the most impressive place visited in my country is Rio de Janeiro. It is one of our greatest tourist attractions, and its beaches are among the best in the world. I have also visited the modern church of San Pedro Apóstol. Christmas it is always illuminated, and at night they make us is a spectacle of angelic songs. I also went to Paraty. I love this municipality for its White House and its on streets. Finances by Fausto Spaz, Brazil. Blowing your nose in public is rude to most Brazilians. It is Brazil is rude in fact why your hands can be very rude for Brazilians. Calling other people using the pronoun both. We refer to them as señor and señora.
We have to learn English because it is very important to for own professional work and personal life. We hope also like to travel and went hand it eating cheek to know this internet language to express how celebrates we travel outside the country. Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, we finish our... Okay, perfect. Okay, students. So that's all for today. Thank you for coming and see you next week. Okay. I need one group G, Luisa, Gabriela, and Raúl, and Sofia and Julia. Okay. So give me a second. That's all for today, guys. Thank you for coming and see you next week. Bye-bye.
Teacher.
Yeah. Okay, tell me. Tell me.
Profe,
Yes, tell me. Dime.
se me cayó la señal y no pude exponer.
Sí,
mis
ya
8
por eso les
palabras.
estaba diciendo. Permítame en un momento estas 5 personas y ya solucionamos. ¿Listo? Mientras que ya los otros se pueden retirar de la clase.
Okay, teacher.
So, if you want, let's start, Julia. Okay? Let's start with your part. Comienza con tu parte de una vez, Julia, por favor.
Permítame.
Esto. Ay.
A mí me toca poner Brasil. ¿Me escuchan ahí?
Yes.
Gurio experience Brazil and past tourists to catch Rio de Janeiro. This earth is renter. Sagul Mori on Corcovado on Maracanã. Studied these are very place special in country, popular for every tourist. Place recognizes tourists. The Cerro de Corcovado is where feel more. Where is located in city Rio de Janeiro. In it, where is Rentor is symbolic for the city. This completes what might be Fred Paul London Lodi. I am that comment century. These are Sao memorials must located in Avenida Pauli in the city Sao Paulo in Brazil. Is so called the most important cultura spent in the country popular comforts architecture of its in city Sao Paulo is engraved out at keys on this chicken Rio de Janeiro, the Tokyo keys and mean grace our keys. The store sanction is soccer, celebrate carnival, the New Year's pieces in wet out beds.
Did you finish, Julia?
Yes. Finish, bro.
Thank you. Okay. Next. Nobody else? Nadie más?
Profe, yo.
Yes, tell me, what's your name?
My name is Sophie Gallego.
Sofía, Group A?
Sí, señor.
Okay, let's start.
One moment.
Okay, ready?
Profe, ¿puedes ver mi pantalla?
No yet. No todavía. No yet.
Profe,
Yes, tell me.
disculpa, ¿será que podemos mirar lo del trabajo? Es que tengo otra clase,
Sí, claro que sí.
por favor. Qué pena contigo.
Mira, lo que pasa es que cuando yo estaba revisando aquí los trabajos, no me aparecen de ustedes, me aparece
Sí,
con
profe,
retardo.
efectivamente estábamos mirando y
Sí.
El compañero que le iba a subir se confundió y lo subió a la fase 2.
Sí, entonces ahí es complicado porque yo les califico eso. Tengan en cuenta que eso es un proceso, ¿no? Para
Uy,
retroalimentar
profe.
rápidamente. Sí, es una retroalimentación de la exposición de las dos partes de los foros, ¿cierto? Y pues obviamente el trabajo. Pero en este caso, por ejemplo, ya ese foro ya está cerrado. ¿Listo? Para que lo tengan en cuenta. En la
Ay, profe, ¿y
retroalimentación que les
cómo
voy a hacer
podemos
más tarde.
hacer? ¿No lo puede mirar de dónde lo subimos?
No, no, porque ya corresponde hasta esta fase. Sí, señor. Entonces, para que lo tengan presente.
O le podemos enviar el archivo que subimos porque, o sea, yo
Sí,
tengo el
no,
archivo en el
digamos
escritorio del
que,
computador y de ahí lo
Raúl, eso
subimos
se
a...
califica, sí, eso se califica en la plataforma directamente y hay que dejar la evidencia del mismo, ¿correcto? Ok. Start. Listo.
Profe, ¿ya le deja ver el archivo?
Ya estoy viendo tu pantalla.
Sí.
Sí.
Ok. Me correspondió el país de Japón. Entonces, I have visited a wonderful place in Japan, such as Mount Koya. It is the most important spirit center of Changon Buddhism, one of the main schools of Buddhism in Japan. Founded more than 12 years ago. The mount is located in Wakayama Prefecture, Osaka. It is beautiful and peaceful. It has I have also been to the Nashi waterfall, which is the widest and most famous waterfall in Japan. Is teacher, I'm sorry. Hello. Teacher. Hello.
Yes, tell me.
¿Escuchas?
Yes, tell me. Sí, sí, te escucho.
Ok. Which is the widest and most famous waterfall in Japan. It is wonderful, wonderful 33 meters height. It was declared a natural monument in Japan and the World Heritage Site by UNESCO. The waterfall is located in front of Jirohanga Chiren Wish in of the Kumano Nachi Taste chain that is more than 14 years old. 14 years old. Another place that is loved in Japan is Chodoshima in the second island in Japan. It is located in the Seto Inlet Sea. It has a Mediterranean air and a temperate climate. In Choshima, there are very beautiful beaches, with constantly beautiful landscapes. Sorry, teacher. In Japan, the white head in Japan before you begin, you will reveal a small with clothes and most Japanese restaurants. Use it into wash your hands before eating. Think fold it careful and sit it easy on the table. It is now usually used as a necking of the touch any part for the face. Tipping is not allowed in Japan. In fact, is considered this refers to the service is considered to be good and already included in the price of food in restaurants. Under the Japanese, with the respect for tourists, a simple bow of the head and the attempt for the whites usually sufficient.
Okay, stop, Sophie.
Sorry.
Thank you very
teacher.
much. Thank you.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
we'll finish.
Thank you. Sorry, teacher.
Okay, thank you.
Profesor, ¿me puede llamar?